Man.
Hey everybody, Rick here, a local lender. I'm here with Jeff Skinner. He is a local business owner, runs an AV company here locally, and we have a happy hour coming up that is going to be benefiting the Young Marines, Lakerayhubbardym division, is I guess what you would call it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And we want to spotlight them for a really big reason is they're helping our youth. They're helping our youth become future leaders of America, essentially, if you want to kind of shorten it up as much as possible, giving them the core values of the military, essentially, which can go a long way. The reason why I think, kind of really love what you guys are doing is, as I was mentioning before, my brother, we come from a military family, but he didn't go into the military immediately. He kind of bounced around doing different jobs, odds and end type jobs. In his mid-20s, he finally did decide to go into the military, and he has now become a leader. He's a senior master sergeant in the Air Force. He's currently deployed. He has raised two amazing kids. My nephew is also now in the Air Force. He is stationed in Japan, and my niece is an Aggie, right? So she's went off to college, and I don't think that I think without going into the military, he wouldn't have raised the kids that he has raised, and he wouldn't be doing the things that he's doing, and he may have still been lost. And I think if we have programs like the Young Marines doing what you guys are doing, we're setting our kids up for success, because a lot of people don't get to experience the structure, the mindset, the goal setting, all of those things I think that the military provides, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, it certainly sets the path, right? And with the Lakerayhubbardym Young Marines, we're in our second recruit cycle right now, so we have about 18 or 19 that are about to be full-fledged Young Marines, and it's a national syndicated program, so it's all over the country. If you were to Google Young Marines program in any state, it's going to have it there. But I think what's critical to understand about the Young Marines program is just because we're Marines teaching the kids, we're not pushing these guys to become Marines.
Correct.
What we're doing is we're teaching them to be drug-free, living healthy lifestyles, instilling, integrity. Our core values in the Marine Corps are honors, courage, and commitment, right? So at the end of the day, when we show up to do recruit training or Young Marines training, we're trying to create model citizens that clean up their rooms when their moms ask them to. Take the trash out without having, if we see a piece of trash in the floor, we're picking it up, we're not waiting, which is integrity, which is taking initiative and things like that. And to be honest with you, it's a huge passion of mine to be able to take anything that I've learned from others, mentors or leaders that I've worked under or for, and give that to other people. Because when it really comes down to what it's really about, it's about mentoring youth to create, like my son that's here behind the camera, a great human that can sit there and shake your hand and look you in the eye, be honest with you, admit the faults, admit the failures, grow, learn, and then turn around and become model citizens who can give all that back, really. So to me, it's one of my most favorite times of the week when I go do this training, and I think there's a significant gap.
There is.
I won't try to get too political here, but there's a significant gap in society right now where the children are being left behind. Realistically speaking, they're the ones that are just kind of falling in with all of this. Doesn't matter what side, left, right, up or down, whatever, but everything starts at home with the parents.
It does,
Right? So I believe my son is a great young man because I've intentionally poured into him to make sure he understands what it is to be a good man. So the fact that you're standing up and becoming involved with this thing, we're super grateful from a whole organization. I reached out to them yesterday to explain what was going on, and they're extremely excited and proud and grateful. So anything that we can do to support you and your mission with helping other veteran nonprofits or even other nonprofits like Lone Star Casa or the Children's Advocacy Center, whatever it may be, we got your six.
Definitely. And I kind of want to go back and touch on when you say that, this program isn't for trying to, push kids into the military, right? Think about it like any sports that your kids do. In the essence of just getting them out there, you're wanting them just to be a part of a team, right? Set goals, win, do all of these types of things. Your goal may not be to get them into being a professional soccer player, a football player, a baseball player. You just want them to get those experiences and learn the values and that type of thing. So putting them into the Young Marines, it's giving them different and I think more applicable skill sets for everyday life. When are you going to play soccer and use the things that you learned in soccer. Or
At my age, man, not anymore, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I was a soccer player in high school and I had a blast. But to your point, man, it's amazing to see our first recruit class had, I believe, 12 or 13 recruits. A couple didn't make it because this isn't everybody gets a trophy program.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
We have standards, and you must meet those standards to become a young Marine. But to see them walk in on day one as just like a bunch of just on their own program kind of kids, deer in the headlights, to see them graduate 8 weeks later, because the program is an 8-week course. And now they're drilling together, they're PTing together, they're running in formations together. And you see this culture of the leaders who are actually stepping up, and the camaraderie that they have. Like, they know this kid needs some help, so the whole team is helping to pursue the win together as a team. But it's definitely not a program that says, hey, we're building Marines. But anything you do, you think about your college coaches, your high school coaches, your pastors, your mentors, whatever it is, they're planting the seeds. Yeah. Right. And we're just planting seeds right now for some of these kids that don't have fathers, some of these kids that only have mothers, or vice versa, that are coming in very lost and without any sort of structure at all. And by the time we get them through the program and they continue as young Marines, it's amazing to see the growth. And you want to talk about putting a smile on your face, man. Take a kid that really needs some help and then watch him 8 weeks, 12 weeks later stand on his own and be responsible and showing up on time and a good model citizen, man. That's, I tell you what, you have to give to get. And in this life, the more you give, for me personally, the more at peace I feel.
So let me ask a question. How much does the program cost for kids?
It's an initial setup fee, and I can get the exact number, but I believe it's between $250 and $350, and that buys all the kind of the gear, right? They get full uniforms, cover, blouse, trousers, boots, the whole thing, and their cami uniforms. That gets some hats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, things like that, and then it pays for the registration fees and all that. But it's a one-time fee. So we had a recruit that didn't make it in our first cycle. The parents asked, well, if they don't make it in this first cycle, do we have to pay again? No. Our detachment, our Young Marines detachment, is going to let that child continue to be remediated throughout the process, because our goal is to get them in. It's not just to fail them and say, hey, go about life. No, we got a couple that have kind of what we call recycle right now, but it's about, I'd say all in $350 roughly.
That's actually pretty cheap if you think about it. I mean, my daughter does jujitsu.
Oh, that's I mean, we both have kids. My kid's costing me $1 million by now.
You could have had a Ferrari already.
Yeah,
Come on,
a couple of them. But I love them, so it's all good.
Well, again, we're having this happy hour. It is on,
when is it?
The 19th.
Okay.
So June 19th. We'd love to have everybody out there, veterans, business owners. I don't care. You don't have to be a part of my real estate world. You don't have to be a part of the AV world. If you're a veteran, you're a part of the community. We want to see you guys come out. We'll have raffle prizes, obviously donations to the Young Marines. Just come out and support us. As I said, it's a great program, as you've heard. Come out and help us out.
So June 19th from 4 to 6 p.m. at Sideways Barbecue. We look forward to seeing you guys there.
Definitely.